Hey everybody, this is Rider, and welcome back to Let's Play Earthbound. Dalem! This is one of my favorite places in all of Earthbound. The floating continent of Dalem. With the Crown Prince, Aaron. The reason why I chose Aaron to be the prince is because in all my fan works, there's always been an aura of mysticism about him. Even though he's not a martial artist in any of them, I just went with that name for just the mysticism aspect. And from the Royal Vaults we get a cup of life noodles, a brain food lunch, and a brain stone. The brain stone will be extremely useful in this run. So, we have to go to the land of Mu and perform the trial of emptiness. But before we do that, let's do what any good RPG character would do in every other game. Raid everybody's houses for goods. And we get a bottle of water. One thing I do need to explain is that Aaron handles food completely differently from everyone else. Bottles of water, when he drinks them, will restore his PP by 10 instead of 1. Bottles of deluxe water will raise his PP by 40, and brain food lunches are complete heals for him, HP and PP. And this here, the Dalem restaurant, is the reason why I considered banning brain food lunches. Because it turns out that... Oh, I talked to the wrong guy. Anyway, as I was getting at, the reason why I almost banned the brain food lunch is because it's purchasable. So what I decided to do regarding this is I decided to ban the purchase and farming of brain food lunch. The only ones that I'm allowed to use are the ones that I find in chests, or if I happen to get lucky and get a drop, I'll use it, but that's what I'm going by. Well, hopefully you can teach us this higher level. And we have reached the land of Mu. Why does he want me to stop? I will not succumb to temptation. Okay, once she goes away, do not touch any buttons on the controller or you will fail the trial and you will have to come all the way back to the palace to get another chance. Is that Aaron's descendant? Yep. It is. And apparently to complete his trial, we are going to lose the use of our legs. Oh well. I guess we're not walking anytime soon. What? Are you just going to tear me apart piece by piece? I guess this is why it's called Mu, the land of nothingness. Well, I guess communication's going to be one way. And now I can't see anything either. So you're going to talk directly to my mind. I love how the game goes completely silent once your ears and eyes get taken. And after our mind gets taken, it turns out that it was all a dream. Our training is finished. So let's return to the palace. Too bad you don't get to hear this music more in the game. This, along with the Skyrunner theme, is one of my favorite tracks. It's really the only thing that's medieval feeling in this game. Mew training is complete. But now we have a new objective. And one of the 4 boys is Aaron. And we need to find Josh. And Aaron gets 6,000 experience points and a huge stat increase. And Shield Beta. And Teleport Alpha. And finally, Teleport Beta, the Tornado Teleport. We no longer have to have a running start to teleport. We can just teleport in a circle much like that. Uh-huh. So that's the person we were dreaming about. And now we finally have our full party. Now there's actually a couple directions we can go, but I want to go get a couple more melodies before I actually advance the plot of the game. I do need to go over Aaron's skills, though. This guy is actually a monk, so he is the only one of the party that is actually going to be able to do physical damage in this playthrough. He comes with PSI Freeze, PSI Thunder, and healing, and some shields, including Shield Sigma, which is just like Shield Alpha in that it protects everyone with a Shield of Light, or protects one person rather, but Sigma will hit everyone. As it turns out, our next objective is in the museum. Yeah. We will. Okay, there's really nothing of interest in here except this guy. Mr. Spoon from the Forside Museum. You do have to talk to this guy. This will trigger an event later. And this is the part of the museum that's being remodeled. Yeah. He's referring to the tiny ruby that was in Aaron's inventory from the start. Oh. This room isn't being remodeled, but there's monsters! And here's a new enemy, the Shattered Man. This guy has a lot of attack power. And he has 694 HP and takes 75% damage from freeze and 50% damage from fire. So wail on him with ice attacks. It is fairly likely that Aaron will get killed in this battle, just because he's incredibly weak. Ow! Yeah, this is where the difficulty really takes a spike. Whew. Barely. And Aaron's gonna gain a lot of XP. And we get a mummy wrap. Wow. Offense boost of 5. Wow, this is a humongous level. Aaron, level 19. Level 20. His offensive and defensive stats increase much, much, much more than any other party member, just because he needs it, because he doesn't have any equipment. Well, there's another Shattered Man in that coffin, so I will take care of him and be right back. And apparently Aaron can read the hieroglyphs. So the pyramid was built to fight the invaders. It must be the beginning of that millennium now. Beyond the dark, and even beyond the lost underworld. We need the Hawkeye to get through the deep darkness, and the Sphinx waits for the 4 heroes. I guess those are dance steps. Interesting. And Aaron suggests getting to Scaraba, but how are we going to do that? And we get a copy of the hieroglyph. Alright, that information is useful, but we have a couple of things that I want to take care of before going to Scaraba. Where's the clerk? I guess nobody wants to take this call. Funny thing, if you leave the museum and then come back while the phone is still ringing, you can get in for free. But we need to answer the phone. Ha, I get it. Mr. Spoon, Mr. Fork. Wow, what is this thing? Wow, maybe we should go to the Foreside Museum of Natural History and figure out what's going on. Luckily, we can teleport. Ah, the tornado teleport. You never have to have a running start again, and you can teleport in very, very cramped locations. So let's go to the Foreside Museum of Natural History. Of course the Dinosaur Museum doesn't have any real dinosaurs. That'd be scary. And we already know this researcher by the name of Mr. Spoon. He's in the back guarding this door. A new singer named Venus, and we need to get her autograph on a new racer. Get some more toilet paper! NCS. I hope you watch this video. It's too bad that you didn't really... Was that where your toilet paper line came from? I really want to know. Anyway, we need to go to the DePaula Theater to get Venus's autograph. And then I want to show you this really awesome line. Probably my favorite line in the entire game. You get it from talking to the theater manager after the Runaway Five are gone. You can buy everything but love, friendship, and experience points. I don't know of a single RPG where you can buy experience points. We do have a show to watch, though. And again, I'm just going to sit through this. This is a little bit longer than the Runaway 5 show, just to warn you. Just a little bit. Alright, good show. And yes, that was Mr. Spoon being escorted off stage by guards. I always found that hilarious. If you haven't completed everything I have up to this point, Venus will not give you this autograph. She will claim to be too busy. If she is too busy, then you have other things to do first. We're going to give the signed banana to Mr. Spoon next time on Let's Play Earthbound.